Hey, sweetie. Uh, I mean, thanks for agreeing to meet with me. Of course, I know you like Chinese food, so I figured this would help make it easier. It's just, well, I have something important to tell you. We need to break up. I know, it's difficult to hear, but if we break up now, it'll spare us so much pain. No, I'm not moving away or anything, and there isn't anyone else either, just in case you were thinking that. You know you've always been the only one for me, which is why this is so difficult. But in the long run, we'll both be better off. I know it's sudden, but I've had my suspicions for a while. I mean, star signs aren't always 100%, and even though I'm a Gemini, we've been making it work. But now I'm certain. We just aren't meant to be. Listen, I have looked into every form of divination I can to find a chance that things will turn out all right. But every time, the outcome is just more bad news. No, it's true. It started with my tea leaves. The pattern was so explosive, and the two biggest clumps were as far away from each other as they could be. That clearly symbolizes that we're destined to drift apart. No, of course I'd never take that as complete proof. Reading leaves is difficult, and I couldn't be sure, so I sought out other methods. The first thing I did was grab my tarot cards. Yes, I did. And it was even worse. The three cards I pulled were the Lovers, the Hermit, and Wheel of Fortune. All reversed. This clearly means that we're going to fall out of love, end up isolated and lonely, and our lives will become extremely unfortunate. I don't want you to have to go through that. You know I wouldn't leave it at just that. So I brought out my Ouija board to ask the spirits for advice directly. And I got the words danger, love, and ending. I don't think it could be more clear than that. No, even knowing that, I could have persevered. But just to double check, I tried bibliomancy with a bunch of different books. But every time I opened a random page, the first thing my eyes landed on were passages about heartbreak and sadness. Yeah, they were romance novels, but the context of the books doesn't matter. It's all about interpreting the words you first see. Unreasonable? Yes. Fate can't be reasoned with. And it is decided that we must be apart. And I'd rather it happen peacefully than by force. Yes, I am serious. I tried so many things. Geomancy, hydromancy, pyromancy. All negative. I tried nephomancy, but all I saw in the clouds was suffering and sad faces. I even went to my friend Lauren to use her parakeets for parrot astrology. That's when you let the birds choose the fortune cards, and it was much the same as before. Of course, even then I didn't give up. Cromneomancy was my last hope. You don't know what that is. That's okay. It's a little-known ancient form of divination. So I planted 2 onions, and I labeled one yes and the other no. The question was, will my love and I be happy together? And the no onion sprouted first. If that's not Mother Earth telling us to get the heck out, then I don't know what it is. Coincidence? I don't think so. Because after all that, I started to have dreams where we broke up or one of us got hurt because we decided not to break up. It's like the universe was reaching out to warn me. No, it's not just because I had been thinking about it a lot. When you're trying to find the answer to something, sometimes dream spirits will reach out and show it to you in your sleep. It's a well-known phenomenon. So, we need to break up. I'm sorry. Let's just enjoy one last meal together. One more chance? What do you mean? A fortune cookie? But what? Alluromancy! Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, let's break it open together. What does it say? Love will bring prosperity to your life? Oh my goodness. The forces of the universe must have led us here to read this message. And they pushed me by giving me false bad news. All so we could see this. That means we'll be happy together forever. I'm so relieved. Sweetie, you're so smart. I never would have thought of checking a fortune cookie. Maybe I should start teaching you other forms of divination since you're so adept. No. Oh, you prefer the mysteries of life to stay mysteries. Is that it? That's all right. I love you just the same, dear. Our future is bright. We're gonna be so happy together. I'm literally looking up how to read tea leaves, and I was just like, wait, they're all just making this shit up anyway. Why don't I just make this shit up too?